Hi guys, it's LeooKnightus here, and we're actually live on Twitch right now. And in today's video, we're going to be revealing how much I made as a Twitch streamer for the year of 2024. Only recently, I mean 6 months ago, I became a full-time content creator on Twitch and YouTube, and I've been making a pretty good living. And I want to show you guys how much I make on the Twitch platform alone, just to give you guys some insight, as well as giving my community some insight on how much I make, just to give some transparency, because I feel like this is cool. And this is more of a video for me, I think, as well, because I wasn't really focused on these numbers either. Earning on Twitch, it never really was something that I was like, oh, I have to try to make this much or this much on Twitch. I always felt like whatever I made on Twitch and whatever numbers were sent to my PayPal was something that I earned. So let's stop yapping. This is December 2nd, so we want to move forward. Oh, this is not it either. This is the start of December 2023 to January 1st. I made $15. Oh my, I'm rich here. I'm eating like 5 McDoubles. So the reason why the number was so low on that previous month is because I took an entire hiatus for that entire month. So that's pretty much the entire month with like no streaming. This is the first month, January 2nd from January 31st. $63 US with 24 subscriptions, 45 minutes of ad breaks, and I streamed a total of 14 hours. You know what? For 14 hours, that's not too bad. The biggest day was, it looks like January 13th. I'm assuming this was my comeback day when I decided to come back to Twitch, and it actually breaks it down for you. So it's actually kind of cool. So I made $37 in this one day. Dude, honestly, that's pretty good. $37 in one day. I'm happy with that. It's automatically going up. It's not wanting me to show this. What the heck? Okay, of course it stops. Okay. Well, you can see paid subs, I made $20. And for prime subs, I made $7. Cool. Gifted subs, I made $28. And for ads, I made $2.41. Let's freaking go, dude. $2.41 for 14 hours streaming. Very cool. If you guys are curious on how subs work, it's pretty much like a 50-50 split. So let's say you guys are spending $7 on the channel, 7 Canadian dollars or $5 US. I only get half of that. I only get half of that split. And of course, you guys get your benefits when you guys prime or T1 sub. You guys get the ad-free viewing, the emotes on the channel. Most importantly, you guys are supporting your favorite creator, right? I hope I'm your favorite creator. $63 US is like 300 Canadian right now. For real, our currency is terrible. This is all in US dollar, by the way. I'm Canadian, of course, and the conversion is kind of nice. So this is more equivalent to, like, realistically, this is like maybe like 90 Canadian dollars, which is pretty good. This is a pretty good month, and I'm very, very happy with this. Very, very blessed. Just to give you guys some insight. So yeah, that's for January. Are you guys surprised by that by any chance, or was this expected? It doesn't look like I really streamed a lot. I streamed 14 hours. This is the month when I decided, okay, I'm gonna dial in. I told myself for this month, this is my last year that I'm gonna be doing on Twitch. And if I don't make it, then I don't make it. If I make it, then I will continue doing it. I told myself that I'm gonna try super, super hard. It wasn't like, just because it was mentally, I was like, oh, this is my last year, doesn't mean that I was giving up. It was more so the opposite. So yeah, and that's with 45 minutes of ad breaks for $2. So you guys can do the math on that. It's terrible. Let's move forward to the next month here. So from February 1st to March 1st, we streamed a total of 45 hours. You can see that I'm starting to get my footing back into the platform. I'm dialing in, and I made $359 for that month. Damn. And it splits up, but it looks like most of the income is from one day, February 18th, and I made $188. Oh my gosh, in a singular day. That's insane. So let's break it down and let's see where these numbers are. So for paid subs, we made $19. For prime subs, we made $4.33. Gifted subs, $221. That's insane, actually. Whoa. And then ads, I made about $8 for 45 hours of streaming. W. And then for cheering, so cheering is essentially just like bits. When you guys, give bits, I think that the ratio is like, there's a weird ratio when it comes to bits, so I'm not entirely even sure. All I know is whenever you guys do give bits, I'm just grateful. I'm just happy. I'm like, thank you guys. So I made $100 in bits, and that adds up to $359. That's an insane month. This, honestly, based off of my experience, this is a highly successful month for me. Like, this is awesome. That's around the time I joined. Yeah, most likely I know you gifted a lot. I think Spirit Box is at a total of 282 gifted subs on our channel, but of course, 282 not all in one go. This is like over the span of like a year and a half or so. So that was for the month of February to March. Are you guys shocked with 45 hours streamed? I mean, of course, you know, if you work 45 hours, you'd make like tons more, right? So I think this is cool. Like, you guys might think like, oh my gosh, like this, like Leo is poor. But to me, how I see it is that I you know, I get to stream and I got to make money, you know? I'm very happy with it. I'm super happy with it. So that's for this month, technically the second month of the year. Not too bad. Actually, I don't know if it's downhill from here, but let's move forward to the next month. We have 1 hour 45 minutes of ad break. All right, next one. Ooh, so we took a dip, but still very, very impressive. Honestly, $161 for March to for the month of March with 4-hour ad breaks. We got 56 subs and we streamed 81 hours. Holy, that's insane. And our biggest day was $50. Not bad. Honestly, okay, I just want to also make a disclaimer here. Twitch isn't solely the way that I make money, right? Like I think I'm pretty transparent with like sponsorships and all that stuff. As a Twitch streamer, if you're not doing sponsorships, you are missing out on a good chunk, and that's how I make my genuine honest living. It is through sponsorships. So everything that I make on Twitch, although I very, very appreciate it because you guys are obviously investing into me, I'm doing fine is what I'm trying to say. I'm doing just fine. You're probably thinking, damn Leo, like how are you affording rent on like $161 a month? Like that's terrible. But no, trust me, I'm doing okay. I'm gonna do okay. Paid subs, we made $34. For Prime subs, we made nearly $10. Gifted subs, we got 78. For ads, this is a great ad month actually. This is one of the highest we've seen so far. Approximately $20 in ads. But I streamed 80 hours. You know what? I'm happy with that. Basically, sponsors are how you live, subs and bits are how we communicate. Exactly. When you guys give bits, when you guys sub, it shows that you guys are supporting me. Personally, I never really try to push subs because, like, to be honest, again, it's not like I'm like desperate or need it. But when you guys do sub, I am still super appreciative because it shows that you guys are investing into me as a community, right? It shows that you guys want to be in the know. When you guys sub, like, you guys want to be able to watch my content without any ads, and so you don't miss a single minute of my content. I think the support is more important to me than it is the money. So when you guys do sub, it shows that you guys like what I'm doing. Have you thought about putting out consistent short form clips from the stream? I've been dialing in on YouTube recently. I've been doing pretty like okay. I'm almost to partnership with YouTube, so still working on that. In terms of short form content, I don't need to be honest, I kind of hate short form content. It's one of my biggest like weaknesses. It's that I despise short form content. Like, I was actually uploading like 2-3 times a day. I have a ton of content on TikTok. It's just like I never really had anybody who said, oh, I found you on TikTok or I found you on YouTube Shorts. It's always like the most prominent way that I was able to convert viewership from a different platform was through long form videos on YouTube, which was my biggest strength because I've been doing that forever. But people always come by and they're like, oh, like, you know, I found you on YouTube. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Although short form can be really good if you work with it well, it's just not my strength. This is coming from somebody who's tried. So, but where I have seen success was definitely long form stuff. So now I'm just gonna be spending the year just dialing in on that. But yeah, this is for the month of March. Not too shabby, honestly. Very grateful still. $160, pretty solid. And 81 hours stream. I'm honestly really impressed by this number. 80 hours is a lot, not too shabby. Let's move forward to the next month. And for April, we streamed 95 hours. Damn, dude, I was putting in work. And even at the time I was working 2 jobs, I believe. $115. That's pretty solid. And I'm just surprised by that. I streamed a long time. Okay, let's break it down here. So paid subs, $45. Prime subs, $13. Gifted subs, $31. Advertisements, we made $18 in ads. I don't know if you guys are surprised or not from ad revenue. $18 is nothing to be like upset about, but it's good. It's good, but like in a scale from like how many hours I put in, it's kind of like, oh. But it's not the number that I'm looking at. Like, that's not the important thing here. 90 hours while with 2 jobs, if you even sleep. There's a reason why I suffer from insomnia now, right? It's like I worked myself to the bone. Those hard times, I think it really impacts me now, especially because now like I'm struggling with sleep. I kind of fixed it last night, but it goes up and down. It's weird. But cheering, we made $6.52 from bits. That is the month of April. Did the math of like 3 hour streams daily. I'm pretty sure what I did was days that I did have to work, I worked, and then what I did is the days that I had off, I would stream for like 12 hours. 5-hour ad breaks. But you know what? Not too shabby, because at the time, of course, I was working 2 jobs, and then I was on top of that, I think I was dabbling with sponsors at the time, and then I was making revenue from Twitch. And everything counts, you know, especially when you're in like the grind mentality. Like, every single dollar counts. So I'm happy with this. I'm sure this helped me out a lot, actually. It probably got me food for the month. And then our biggest day was $21 on April 5th. Okay, I wanted to make it sound like I made millions of dollars on Twitch, but obviously I don't. How are you able to stream for 12 hours? I didn't sleep that much. There were some days where I just did not, like, I wouldn't sleep. And of course I was making YouTube videos at the time. So like streaming, making YouTube videos and working. I can expose myself. I was working at Geek Squad, fixing computers, as well as Champs, also known as Foot Locker. And so I was selling shoes, fixing computers, making YouTube videos, as well as Twitch streaming. I mean, how did you stay focused? I think like when you're like, I was like in survival mode. I just moved at the time and my rent went up. So I was like in like huge survival mode. And I think when you feel like you start kind of stressing about finances and all that stuff and like, oh, how, like I have to make it for the month, I think that's the biggest motivator for sure, just making sure that there's a roof over my head. I'm sure at a certain point I think the time stream actually dips, so we can move forward to the next month, which is going to be May. No, wait, what the heck? It goes up. Oh my god, it goes up. 101 hours stream. Damn, dude, 100 hours for the month of May. This is a month before my birthday. We got 59 subs. We made $211. That's huge. That's freaking awesome. That's a good number. I'm happy with that. And again, this probably helped me out tremendously in this time. Let's see where it breaks down to. We made $35 in ads. That's not too shabby. That's actually pretty good. $62 in paid subs, $26 in prime subs, $49 in gifted subs, and $36 in sharing. These are my genuine reactions because I didn't look at this, right? It's been a while since I looked at this, so I'm just like, I'm kind of shocked. Like, this is good. $35 in ads. I think that's the highest I've ever seen it. I mean, it makes sense because I streamed 100 hours. That's pretty solid. That's actually really solid. And it actually splits it down here. So, because there's different tiers of subs, right? There's like tier 1, 2, and 3. It looks like we had 6 tier 3 subs. So those were probably some heavy hitters. Pretty freaking solid. And our biggest day, we made $105 on May 16th. Huge respect. A little surprised by how low ad revenue is. Yeah, I think I've gotten used to it. When you guys like watch an ad, I think like if realistically, if I were to put a number on it, like how much I make per whenever you guys watch an ad, it's like probably 1 cent to 3 cents per time you guys watch an ad, which obviously adds up, right? You know, like, and it's still something. I still feel like I'm earning something, and I still get to do what I'm enjoying, and I'm still making something from it, and that's what matters to me. All right, well, we can move forward from here. So May. Next, I'm kind of curious for the next month because it's gonna be June, and June is my birthday. Let's see. Nice. $181 with 55 hours stream. I think this is when I slowed down a little bit because I mean 3 months of streaming 80, 90, and then 100 hours, you know, like that's a lot. So I slowed down a little bit. I cut it down by half. I think I was working more at this time too. I think at this time I ended up quitting Champs Foot Locker. I started working, it was like 4 days a week at Geek Squad repairing computers. Yeah, I think I was just dialed in on there because I was actually about to become a full-timer at Best Buy. Like I was like, okay, I feel like I'd be more comfortable if I just had one job that I can focus on. I was just gonna go back to like maybe like 1 stream a week. Like that's what I was gonna do, like how I did when I initially started Blossom Craft, where I was working a full-time job as a manager at Sport Check, which is like Dick's Sporting Goods, and I was doing 1 stream a week, and that's how I started off in Blossom Craft. So I thought I can resort back to that formula and try to keep the momentum going. But 55 hours, $181, and then our biggest day was June 28th. That's my birthday at $58. Pretty solid. I think I spent $1,000 on this stream. I think we spent like $1,000 on my birthday because of the rewards of what we gave out for the Olympics. If you guys didn't know, on my birthday we did an event called LeooKnightus. It was like a 12-hour fiesta of just full of events where I was just giving away a bunch of gifts and merch. Like we launched merch at the time, and I gave away like $1,000, $600 worth of merch or something like that. I looked at the metrics. It was crazy. This was a crazy day. But let's break it down. Here. Paid subs, we made $46. Prime subs $10, gifted subs $75, ads $30. That's pretty good. It looks like it's going up every single month. Cheering, we made $16, and that kind of breaks it down. Experiment, I have no clue what that means. It says experiment at the bottom, but my browser's broken. You giving stuff up on your birthday is actually really wholesome. I was just really excited because we were releasing merch, and I just wanted to give stuff out. I mean, when I first started Blossom Craft, when we were doing we did events every single week, and that was highly stressful for me because I was trying to coordinate all those things, and of course shoutcast it, just making sure everything was on time. A huge shout out to Praisel and my sister for honestly holding down the fort for me as I was working 5 days a week. A lot of my joy from Blossom Craft was from seeing seeing kids' reactions when I gave away ranks to them, or just giving away like keys and all that stuff. It's just like, it was just enjoyable for me. I think like that's like one of my traits, is like I definitely give a lot, and it can be harmful for sure. I've learned to tone it down a little bit for sure since then, because of course the most important thing is, you know, ensuring that I have a roof over my head and I'm living like, you know, comfortably. That's the most important thing. Then whatever extra I earn, I can give away. But yeah, okay, so we already broke it down. We can move forward to the next one. 55-hour stream, boom, cool. Next month, I think we dropped down in time stream. Nope, we went up 76 hours, $93 made for the month. Pretty solid. 23 subs, 4 hours of ad breaks, and our biggest earning day is $13. So this month it was like it was slow, but that's okay. All these streams are good. Like I streamed a lot, and so it kind of broke it all down. I'm still happy with that. That's still pretty solid. I mean, it's not the highest number that we've seen, but I mean, I can't really, when it comes to Twitch, like you're kind of in this weird spot where it's like yeah, you might see 1 month, you know, like spike, and you're like, oh my gosh, but you can't ever expect that the next month. And that's the thing with being a Twitch streamer. It's like, just because you make $300 one month doesn't mean that you're going to be making that for the rest of your life. Like it just really depends. It really depends on how much your community is invested into you, right? And of course, you know, everybody has their own life. You can't expect your community to make your living. Let's break it down here. Paid subs, we made $50. Prime subs, we made $6. Gifted subs, we made $14. In ads, $21. Pretty good, pretty solid. And then in cheering, we made $1. I mean, not the best month, but I mean, like, still, it's probably put food in my stomach for the month. It's 93 US dollars, so that means I made like probably like $500 Canadian because of the conversion rate. Let's move forward to, it would be August next, so the last day of summer. The last day of summer, we made $68. We streamed 57 hours. Looks like we broke it down to quite a few streams. You can see we actually streamed a lot. Like, instead of going for, I think this is when I started pivoting, and I started like, I was like, okay, streaming in like in marathon amounts, right? I'm streaming like 12 hours at a time. I got to tone it down. I'm gonna burn myself out. So then I started splitting it up and going for a little bit more of a shorter stream, so like 5 hours at a time. So, and then we streamed an accumulated total of 57 hours and made $68 for the month of August. In paid subs, we made $33. Okay, $10 in prime subs. No gifted subs. We made $23 in ads. We made $1 in cheering. Not bad. $68. What more can I honestly ask for, right? Let's move forward to September. Damn, what happened here? What the heck? 118 hours streamed. We got a total of 152 subs. We made $478 in revenue. And our biggest day was $166, and we can go for the breakdown. That's a lot, actually. Wow, that's a lot of freaking money. In paid subs, we made $48. In prime subs, we made $10. In gifted subs, we made $329. Holy crap. In advertisements, we made $19. In cheering, we made $55. And in experiment, I don't know what experiment is again, but we made $14.90. Not a bad, dude. This is great. This is great. If you guys gifted this month, because the gifted subs for that month is insane. Thank you. Like, genuinely thank you. I think the most important thing, how I see it when I get a gifted sub, is that like now people get to watch me and they get to know me for who I am, and gets to avoid the ads. Yeah, again, it motivates me because now I can, like, I feel like the people who sub are the ones that are really invested into me, right? So I tend to, it's kind of a bad habit, but like I tend to try to overperform when I see higher subs amounts, because then I'm like, okay, this is the amount of people who are invested into me. I gotta give them their money's worth here, right? So if you get the subs, does ad revenue go down? No, ad revenue is always going to be the same. The biggest times to get ad revenue is, I believe is Christmas time, because advertisers want to try to make as much as they can during the holiday season. So they try to advertise, so they pay more, right? They try to push more ads. And then they try to push, I believe, during the summertime. So those are the two big times. It does fluctuate. It just depends on who the advertisers are and the time of the season. So just because subs go up, I believe I still make that revenue. I still make the ad revenue even if you have a sub. I did some research about that, but I think, yeah, the ad revenue, even if you aren't watching an ad and you guys are a sub, I believe I still get the ad revenue. So, but the thing is, the most important thing is I don't really care for ad revenue. I think it's cool, actually, but it's not the important thing here. Let's move forward to October. So for October, we streamed 56 hours. We got 69 subscriptions, and we made $218 with our biggest day making $77. That's a huge day. Let's break it down. We made $43 in paid subs, 20 in prime, 110 in gifted subs, $23 in ads, and $21 in cheering. That's a pretty solid month. Very happy with that. I don't know, I'm just happy with anything. Like, I mean, looking back from like 2020, where it took me like, dude, it would take me 3 months to make any sort of money off Twitch. What's Turbo? It's like YouTube Premium, so you don't get any ads from any creator, but the creator still gets the money, which is cool. I took a bigger sub, like you pretty much sub to everybody on the platform because you get no ads. Let's move forward to November, which is technically last month. And for last month, we made $367 US. We streamed 55 hours, and our biggest day was, it looks like it's going to be this one over here, right? $85 on November 16, or is it this one? Oh, it's the same thing. So November 16 and November 23rd, this is the first time I'm seeing this. We made the same amount, $85 on each day. Not bad at all. Actually, no, this is amazing. Paid sub, okay, let's break it down. $41 in paid subs, $12 in prime subs, $178 in gifted subs. In ads, we made $12, and in cheering, it's a big month for cheering, $119. That's a lot. This is like equivalent to $500. It's somewhere around $500 Canadian, which is like more than half my rent. So if you guys gifted, again, thank you so much. You guys probably helped me out with my rent. I definitely ordered like at least like 2 pizzas this month or something like that, because I love pizza. You guys know me. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay, moving forward, and it's going to be the current month, which is going to be December. So for the month of December, it's weird because there's overlap, right? So this is what I'm going to be getting for next month. But it's weird because there's a weird overlapping because the month isn't finished yet, right? So anything could happen, but I know I have to subtract November 30th, so that's $62. I have to subtract $16 and $33. So this is going to be for the month of December. I made closer to most likely 200. It's going to be like somewhere around 200, which is still really, really good. How I see it is like anything that I get from Twitch is like a bonus. And I'm very, very happy with any amount that I get, because it's not like I'm not dependent on this at all, and don't feel like, if you feel like some months like, oh my God, like Leo, you made nothing and you put in so many hours. I put 93 hours for this month. This is not my true form of income, although it does help out a lot. I'm actually very, very grateful. But let's break down for the month of December. We made $46 in paid subs, $16 in prime subs, $204 in gifted subs, $28 in ads, $18 in cheering. And I going back to when I was saying like advertisers pay more during the holiday season, you can kind of reflect upon there. I nearly got $30 just from advertise. I hope this brought some insight. Maybe you want to start Twitch streaming yourself. You can kind of just maybe scale it off my metrics and all that stuff. But the most important thing is, if you guys are looking into getting streaming, like it's not, dude, I've been streaming for like 7 years. Like 90% of the time that I spent on Twitch, I made $0. Like I made no money compared to, of course, like my full-time jobs. Like I was making, like, if I got lucky, like based on the recap that we saw, so maybe somebody would donate like $100 and all that stuff, but that wasn't something that I was dependent on. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, play money, right? Realistically, if you guys are trying to get into Twitch, don't think of it as like, I'm gonna replace my job and I'm gonna make content full-time. Unless you live with your parents, maybe you're like in high school still, then this type of money is actually not bad. Like this is amazing income. Honestly, this sort of income doing something that you really love. I mean, if you're a student, I don't think you can be putting as much time as I did. I wouldn't suggest that, but it's all up to you. I'm LeooKnightus. I stream every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I plan the Blossom Craft server. I'm actually a partner with them. If you guys like the content that you saw today, please come out to our Twitch channel and maybe come say hi, come hang out with us. We love talking, we love yapping, and we love hanging out. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.